Vegeta may be the most popular character in Dragon Ball Z, and why not? He's a prince, he's a badass, he banged a busty rich chick and created the child of the future, and he's got a body count like no other. So today, Vegeta kills the Dragon Ball universe. Geekdom looks at his top 5 most badass times that Vegeta sent some punk ass to the next dimension in Dragon Ball Z. Hey Super Tubers, don't forget to rate, comment, subscribe, and spread the word about the channel, and find me on these social media platforms. Like I said, Vegeta's body count is pretty immeasurable, and yeah, there's tons of honorable mentions, like Pui Pui, like Nappa, Dodoria, when he blew up planet Arlia, and of course the Namekians. But there can only be 5, so what are my top 5 favorite Vegeta kills? Allow me to show you. Coming in at number 5 on our list takes us all the way back to the Vegeta saga itself. When Vegeta and Nappa first arrived on Earth and met with the Z Fighters, they thought it would be fun to turn it into a game, and thus Nappa planted 6 Saibaman in the soil. And yes folks, the correct pronunciation is Saibaman, which means cultivate. Anyways, when the first Saibaman failed to defeat Ten Shinhan, Vegeta didn't want to put up with that nonsense and blew his ass away in a really violent looking scene. Now, in the original English dub, when it was on television, the Ocean dub, this scene was heavily edited and you didn't see the actual explosion, but if you've watched it uncut, you saw this thing get blown to smithereens. This made number 5 because it's one of the first times we actually see Vegeta's ruthlessness in the manga as well as in the non-filler portion of the anime. Having just allowed Babidi to control his mind and seeking a rematch with Goku that he had waited years for, Vegeta became Majin Vegeta. And his first example to show Goku, Gohan, and the Kai that he was legit and he wasn't fucking around is when he blew up an entire stadium full of people. Not only did he blow up these innocent people completely callously and ruthlessly, but he had this sick, sadistic smirk on his face, which a lot of Dragon Ball fans will never ever forget. And it was at that moment that Goku realized, alright, I gotta fight this guy again. Number 3 takes us back to the Namek arc. Vegeta had previously already fought Zarbon once and pretty much gotten his ass whipped, and after receiving a very potent Zenkai boost, challenged Zarbon to a rematch, and this time the result was quite different, as Vegeta literally buried his fist inside this freaking dude's gut. Blood was gushing everywhere, Vegeta's sadistic ass was smiling and enjoying every minute of it, and Vegeta pretty much told Zarbon that even though Kami might have your soul, your ass belongs to me. Vegeta killing 19 was really one of the all-time great moments for that character. Not only was he able to unlock the legendary power of a Super Saiyan, but he was also able to tell the entire Earth that he was indeed the strongest after having a very one-sided fight against 19 where he literally allowed 19 to absorb his energy. Knowing that Goku was damn near dying of a freaking heart attack, Vegeta just goes in there smiling, happy, reclaiming his throne as the prince undoubtedly, telling us the story of how he was able to unlock this form and then finally ending the life of number 19. And it does make you wonder, like Vegeta told him in the fight, do androids or do artificial humans feel pain? If that's the case, then Super Vegeta's Big Bang attack certainly seemed quite painful. I know, it is a bit of a cop-out. Don't hate me for this. Just, headcanon this thing and make it a top 8. Like, seriously, I cannot decide which Ginyu kill was my favorite. That's right. Number 1, Vegeta kills the entire Ginyu Force, with the exception of Captain Ginyu, of course, who does not die at the hands of Vegeta. It's just funny to me that Vegeta has such a hard time with the Ginyu Force. Goku comes in there and does most of the work for him, and then he, of course, delivers the finishing blow. But look how freaking crazy this is. First of all, he steps on this motherfucker's throat with no remorse, tongue out and everything. I mean, look at this guy. It's kind of funny, I'm not gonna lie. And then he just turns and shoots this son of a bitch up his ass. Look, he shot him right up his ass. I mean, that's right up his ass he shot that beam. And it's like, so awesome. Just seeing that for the first time when I was younger was so awesome, and I'm sure it was the same for most of you. Then, of course, later on, he sends Jace back to Space Australia hell, where he belongs. But you know what? Honestly, if you were to put a gun to my head and say, what is your favorite? It is how Vegeta killed Mr. Guldo, or Mr. Girudo in the Japanese version. And here's a little tidbit you may not know. There's actually a major difference between the manga and the anime version of this kill. In the anime, Vegeta shoots a beam that goes right through Gildo's neck, and his head falls off, and then Vegeta blasts him away after talking some shit. One of the more comical Ocean Dub edits is that they actually added Gildo's body to his head in the edited original English broadcast, which is one of the cooler edits. Even though I don't like censorship, it's pretty good how they were talented enough to do that. However, in the manga, it's even more brutal and violent because Vegeta just says fuck it and literally chops his head off. He literally just jumps in and chops his freaking head off. You can see it right there on your screen. To me, that's even more brutal. And truthfully speaking, Vegeta's had some great kills, but that is my favorite Vegeta kill in the entire series. It is the most brutal. I want to know what yours is. Let me know. What is your favorite Vegeta kill? Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoy this list. And if you ever wondered why Vegeta was so popular, now you know. And I will catch you down the road.